In a huge Ark Survival Ascended experiment, 100 players were placed in the middle of Ark's hottest map, Scorched Earth, with no rules, no teams, no outside help, and only one life. These players would need to survive and thrive building their own Western civilizations. Watch as tribes go through severe dehydration, traverse the scorching desert with trains, build massive societies, and even form alliances through marriage. The question is, will they make peace and manage to kill the Manticore, or will they wage war and perish into the sandy depths of Scorched Earth? I proudly present to you 100 players simulate Western civilizations in Scorched Earth. We begin the experiment, where I spawned all 100 players into a ghost town located in the center of the map. This town was filled with food, water, clothes, and even a little bean-shaped man.
I am the bean!
They would need to use this time to form their own tribes and also drink as much water as possible.
The gate's about to blow.
Go!
Come on, go!
The gates were blown, and all 100 players started running for their lives, scattering all across the map in search of better base locations. But everyone quickly realized there was one big problem.
Oh my god! What the fuck is it?
This problem was indeed a serious lack of water.
I have no water.
But just as he was about to die, it started to rain.
Oh my god, yeah!
All of the players were extremely happy, and for the next 5 minutes they could explore and tribe up without needing to worry about water.
Now would be a good time actually to move to the location while it's raining.
As the rain continues, I'd like to introduce you to our very first tribe. Welcome to the Sandstriders.
Bro, this rain is so godly.
My name's Nigel.
These guys had a small group of around 8 players, and with their high intelligence, they decided to set up their base in the middle of bloody nowhere. We now go over to the Wayward Bandits, a highly organised group of 8 players who had decided to set up their base upon a cliff ledge. These guys were making some good progress, however, they were about to be interrupted by the Sandstriders, because the Sandstriders had led a wild rock golem over to Wayward's base.
There's a rock golem.
They saw the attack coming just in time because one of the members managed to get the rock golem aggroed on them and then run away in hopes of leading it to the dunes.
I will sacrifice myself. Follow me, jackass.
But people started dying left, right, and center. This golem was extremely high level, and now it started running back towards the base. Now, let's move on to the Dune Drifters, a tribe of 15 players who were led by a peaceful man named King Habilis.
Oh, Habilis sea cactus. Drink from this. Habilis and Habilis horse, much great team together. Habilis horse keep Habilis safe, and Habilis keep Habilis horse fed with berry.
King Habilis does indeed have a very interesting future ahead of him, and you'll find out why very, very soon. But then I got an urgent message from the Sandstriders saying they needed me.
Smart, you need to join our VC. We've found something. I think you need to see it now before anyone else does it.
What VC is this? Okay.
VC3.
Now, at this point, I was expecting a serious problem with my server.
Hey, it's not. What is going on?
Yeah, it seems they'd found themselves a little glitch.
This is me. Hi.
Nigel and the rest of the Sandstriders had managed to shrink themselves down to incredibly tiny sizes. But like the responsible admin I am, I had to ask if I could do it myself.
Yeah.
I then stumbled across King Habilis on his mighty horse.
Habilis gather metal for tribe. This thing, Habilis think serve tribe very well. Habilis climb mountain with Habilis horse, and now Habilis gather resource.
I then asked Habilis if he could do a little favor for me.
Habilis have something that Mr. Intelligent Man wants to show you. Big world, Eden, they call. Bigger than Habilis ever seen. Triple the size of island map. In this map, Habilis see wonders of world. Great China wall. Big triangle rock in desert.
Machu Picchu in Peru. And the ancient city of Petra in Jordan. This map has been in development for many, many months, and just a few weeks ago I hosted a massive 500 player civilization experiment in the beta version.
Will trade with other? Will do monkey business? Or will wage war like Stinky Man? Abilis wait to see.
I am proud to present Eden, coming soon to Ark Survival Ascended. Welcome to the Pinto Posse, one of the largest groups in the server, with a total of 18 members. They had their base built atop a mighty mountain, and soon they proved to be a very solid team. Pinto's elected leader was a lady named Derpina, who very quickly got to work.
We already kind of have the beginnings of a blacksmith place, but that's going to be like our core structure. And then we need to focus on a wall.
Hi, Smart.
One of Pinto's top PvPers named Slender had then brought me downstairs to show me the wyvern eggs he'd managed to obtain.
This is the new poison egg.
Damn it.
Dun dun dun!
Everything was going very well for Pinto. But then, something happened.
Who's inside of our base that's like an enemy?
Alright.
The little fella inside of their base was a player named Goose from a team called the New Desert Republic, and he had wandered all the way over here.
Goose,
Where it goes, Smartguy, I'm freaking out,
Goose, if you get caged, you're shut your fuck.
What the fuck? Is there some fucking Looney Tune shit going on?
Let me out or I'll popcorn all your stuff, goddammit!
Goose was a rather bipolar individual. However, Pinto soon captured him.
Yeah, we got him.
You got him.
But even though he was caught, he had other problems on his mind.
A big toe-sized spider just crawled in a hole in my wall, and what the fuck do I do about
That
that?
doesn't matter, bro. You're about to die.
This is the New Desert Republic, the team that Goose belongs to, and they'd been in his ear the entire time, begging him to stop trolling.
Alright, Goose, you really didn't fucking stop
I
this.
can care less, shut up, I can care less about any of this.
No, dude,
Hey,
Goose.
shut up,
This,
shut up, I don't care.
With all of Goose's trolling, this team had just been plunged into complete disarray, and to add to the chaos, one of their main members, Dodo, had just been caged by Pinto Posse, while him and Goose went out trolling. I was called over to a new area of the map. This is the Red Ruins, a group of 7 players who had just organised a meeting with the Wayward Bandits. They wanted to do a tribe merger.
So, as you are aware, you have the base spot we want, but I think it's only fair and it works best for everyone's interests that we team up.
I do agree with you, but there is one thing I have to say.
Okay.
What is it going to be with the organization and all that?
I don't know. I don't think about that. Yo, who's thought about that?
Just work it out.
Hey, we'll work it out.
The two groups became officially merged, and combined they decided to call themselves the Wayward Ruins, with a whopping total of 18 members. This is the Tumbleweeds, an 8-man strong, well-oiled machine perched upon a defensive rock position. These gentlemen had already got 3 adolescent wyverns growing up.
If we got wyverns, why do we even need anything else? You know what I mean?
Their leader was a highly skilled PvP player named Berserk, who kept venturing down into the wyvern trench to steal as many eggs as possible.
He killed 2 fire wyverns, both of them. One was a 165, one was a 150.
But it seems only on day 1 the Tumbleweeds had already made enemies. There was a group nearby called the Peens in a Pod, who had stole the Tumbleweeds' original base location, and Berserk was not happy. The Peens in a Pod tribe had built on the base spot commonly known as the Anvil, and they were only about a minute away from the Tumbleweeds.
Hey, you know what we should do? Make a bunch of gas grenades, go to the 2 peas in a pod base, and throw them in there.
But Tumbleweeds couldn't jump to their plans too quickly, because one of their own members named Big Nut had started rather irritating them.
I own this. I made this.
That's my old rig!
This is my name in it.
You're gonna taste my nuts if you're saying you made my oil pump.
After some rather horrible threats, Big Nut was then sold into slavery.
Whip, not the whip. I'm gonna farm.
The only thing your farm is numbers in that cage. Go on in there.
To have clothes.
Nope, drop them.
Big Nut was getting deprived of his own belongings and forced to drop his clothes. But it wasn't long before... I would like to welcome you to Trader Joe's, one of my favourite civilizations in this experiment. Trader Joe's had a very simple plan. They wanted to set up a shop and try and sell as many items as possible. I don't think there'll be any war crimes or any public hangings in Trader Joe's. We move on to our very last tribe, the Rangers. This is a group who have been working hard all day, gathering resources, putting up defences, and even making alliances with the Dune Drifters, led by King Habilis.
Habilis, try DM this man.
I would like to welcome the one, the only Shoulder Man.
Hello, everyone. It's Shoulder Guy here.
Shoulder Man, otherwise known as Shoulder Guy, has a very rich history in my events. In the previous event where 300 players simulated political civilizations, he went against the corrupt IPF and managed to defeat the boss on the center. And he is now back on Scorched Earth to try and defeat the boss, the Manticore.
Are you ready?
It's only day 1 and Shoulder Man already has 2 out of the 3 artifacts needed to fight the Manticore.
Mr. Smart, we have them.
We now move on to day 2, where for some reason my bloody server wasn't working. But me and my 100 players were not going to let this hold us back, so we decided to join an official Ark server, where we then began running around causing havoc for all the people already on it.
Oh my god.
After my players gave me a little bit of self-promotion in the official server chat, they then all decided to dress up as goblins.
Oh my
What
god.
the
Oh my
fuck?
god, there's so many fucking goblins now. What are you doing?
After building a rather beautiful house, we then encountered a problem.
Wait, there's a Dinosuchus out of base!
No, it's tamed, it's tamed.
Yeah, there was a high-level player with an insanely high-level Dinosuchus at our base. It's killing everything! Luckily, some of my most experienced PvP players managed to track down the guy behind the Dinosuchus, and they kindly executed him. Anyway, if you did enjoy the Zerg, please comment more Zerging with a goblin emoji below. After I managed to fix my servers, we now start the real day 2, where tensions were already brewing between the Tumbleweeds and the Peens in a Pod tribe. As you know, the Peens in a Pod stole the Tumbleweeds' original base location at the Anvil. The Peens' player count was a total of 13 players, none of which were highly skilled in PvP, nor had any good wyverns or gear. Seeing this, the Tumbleweeds decided to make their move.
Air attack is here. Attack!
The raid begun as the Tumbleweeds blew a hole in one of the main Peen-based walls.
The fire looks fucking crazy.
I'm burning him.
The Tumbleweeds were extremely well organised, blowing more and more holes into the base, eventually routing the Peens.
One trying to run.
Burn him. He's dead.
One by one, they were getting picked off.
He's got a pipe he stabbed me with? What is this?
After an absolute slaughter, Berserk and the Tumbleweeds had gained full control of their
Parachuting away.
base.
Get him, get him.
The few surviving members who had managed to slip away were now in full-on retreat, parachuting for their lives. This battle was devastating. Peen had lost around 70% of their members, and Berserk had come out victorious. We now go over to the New Desert Republic, who had already started taming rock golems, and to my surprise, I found out Goose was still not behaving.
Smartguy, can you red gun Goose real quick? He's being a little bit of a devious Dave right now.
Goose was indeed being a very devious Dave, because he had been trash-talking Pinto for the entirety of this day, and now they were at Desert Republic's base.
Oh, that's Pinto.
Fuck!
I got
Yeah, we're getting raided.
Should we join the VC or something?
No, bro, what are you doing?
I think they're here for Goose. They're probably here for Goose. Just kill them.
The New Desert Republic had made their decision. Instead of negotiating with Pinto, they decided to stand by Goose and do a defense if Pinto decided to attack. Pinto Posse, knowing that the New Desert Republic was outnumbered 2-1, decided to start their offensive.
Yo, guys, should we just escape?
With little munitions remaining and half the members, the New Desert Republic could not fight any longer. Their only options were to hide within their own walls or even retreat.
Dodo, just get on a Procop and run, bro.
No, make a ceiling and hide under it.
Having all of their members dispersed, it made it impossible to hold up any sort of defense, allowing Pinto to enter the base and begin taking their loot. After facing significant losses, their remaining player count was a total of only 3 men. But as Pinto was finishing the fight, they had made a mistake.
They're all on me.
I can't see anything.
They're focusing me. They're all taking the one thing.
Get out of here, Jakester.
The co-leader of the Sandstriders named Jakester had accidentally just wandered into the battle between Pinto and New Desert Republic. He was then hunted down by Pinto and killed as they mistaked him for a Desert Republic member. This was a mistake, and it was now perfectly timed for the New Desert Republic remaining 3 players to propose an alliance for the Sandstriders. Under the common dislike of Pinto Posse, the leader of the Sandstriders, Nigel, proposed a different option. Instead, he wanted the New Desert Republic to simply join the Sandstriders. They graciously accepted, and now the tribe became one. I had also learned that back at the Sandstriders base, they had managed to tame a phoenix. Phoenixes are incredibly overpowered, and one phoenix can take on at least 3 wyverns in PvP. This would prove to be very, very useful in the future. Over at the Pinto Posse's base, some drama has been unfolding. They'd invited all of the leaders from every single tribe to their church to have a peaceful meeting because something had happened.
Some people might be like, why'd you do that? And it's pretty simple. He came up to me and he said he was going for the artifacts as well, even though I announced to the whole server that I was getting them. So at that point, he just seemed like mere competition and he just needed to know his place, really.
Shoulderman had sent a Pinto hit squad to go and kill the leader of the Rangers, because Shoulderman found out the Rangers leader wanted to also get the artifacts. The aim of this speech from Shoulderman was to try and calm down the tension between all the tribes, but instead...
Whoa! Everyone leave or you're getting attacked!
They're fucking trying to throw grenades!
The Rangers members that attended the meeting had no intention of leaving peacefully. They had just grenaded the whole church.
The Rangers are attacking! The Rangers are attacking!
The Rangers were out for revenge, and they were going straight after Shoulderman. Shoulderman was running for his life, and he just managed to slip away as Pinto started killing members from the Rangers.
The Rangers tried to assassinate me.
Luckily for Shoulderman, he had managed to survive. We move back to the Tumbleweeds, who were already getting ready to prepare for another offensive attack. This time, they were going after the Wayward Ruins, a much larger tribe. The reason why Berserk had now decided to attack the Wayward Ruins is because he thought they were in much too close proximity of the Tumbleweeds base.
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead.
But for Tumbleweeds, this fight wouldn't be as easy as the last.
On the ridge!
Top of the ridge! Top of the ridge!
Wayward had very good defensive positioning.
Fire! Light the motherfucker up!
When they saw Tumbleweed Wyverns moving into the area, they would shoot in sync at them to try and do as much damage as possible, and they even managed to take one down. But unfortunately, the Tumbleweeds began to flank.
They're blowing us up, they're blowing us up, they're blowing it up.
Wayward was now being attacked on 2 fronts,
Wyvern incoming!
with Wyverns surfacing down from above, and Tumbleweed's members on Thylas going into the towers. The Wayward Ruin members started to scatter. Berserk and the Tumbleweeds now had control of the high points.
I'm blowing it up. I'm literally just gonna fucking send all these rockets in there, man. That's hurting them for sure.
After sustaining serious casualties and now their base being under fire, they had to come up with something quickly. The decision was to make a run for it. All of the remaining Wayward players began running for their lives out the back exit of the base. When Berserk realized they had fled, he decided not to engage, because now he had a free base to loot.
Yeah, they have like tens of thousands of metal we're trying to pull out of here.
Yeah, they just ran away.
We literally had to bring an Anki down here for the weight reduction to pull the metal out.
Welcome to day 3 of the experiment.
Oh, what is that character?
What's wrong with it? It's a bean.
If you do like Bean's character, please comment below.
Please stay back 5 feet from King Habilis.
Alright.
As a good gesture, the Pinto Posse had invited King Habilis over to their abode.
Habilis bring gift for you.
Wow, Habilis, this is much needed. We appreciate your donation to the public train.
Yes, that is correct. Pinto Posse has built a public train. This railway system connects Pinto Posse's base with the Dune Drifters, hence how Habilis got here. Then Habilis and the Bean managed to meet.
Hey, hello.
Habilis hear of tales of you?
I've heard great
Man
tales
of-
of you.
Man of bead.
Let's get lunchable.
Anyway, it's time for Habilis to give a little speech on the Alliance proposition that everyone has in mind.
Habilis come today alone. Habilis no risk of this, but Habilis come as show of good faith. Habilis not like this thing violence. So Habilis come in a show of peace, just to get to know a future ally of Habilis.
What do you think of Beefcake?
Habilis think this man very uniquely shaped.
After this lovely speech, gifts were given on both sides, and they confirmed an alliance between the Dune Drifters and Pinto Posse. This is the Phoenix Order, a coalition formed by a common hatred for Pinto Posse and the Tumbleweeds.
As soon as it looks like we're losing, we head to Swanky's place.
The Phoenix Order was made from 3 groups: survivors from the Wayward Ruins, survivors from the Peens in a Pod, and the Sandstriders with their few New Desert Republic members. The coalition's first course of action was to attack the Tumbleweeds.
There we go!
The siege begun, and the main force moved in straight through Tumbleweed's base. They had Thycolios and very high-level wyverns. This attack took Berserk completely by surprise, and already members from the Tumbleweeds had begun to die.
I'm dead!
This had started a chain reaction, and they were now completely disorganized.
They're killing all of our tames.
The Phoenix had also arrived, and it was being used as a massive diversion.
I'm coming.
Free with the Phoenix.
The Sandstrider player who rode the Phoenix was a man named Swanky, and Swanky was a highly skilled rider. He had managed to lead 3 of the Tumbleweed players completely away from base. But Berserk was still inside the base, and now he was stripped of his backup. Berserk was surrounded by enemies. And then...
Berserk, take me with you!
I would like to welcome Shoulder Man.
Hello everyone! So, on day 1, we got 2 out of the 3 artifacts. They were very dangerous caves, but I was able to do it because I'm Shoulder Man. But on this day, we're going to go get the 3rd and final artifact. Shoulder Man and Denoli moving out.
And so they set out on their trip down into the artifact cave, where they would try and find the 3rd and final artifact. After a very long search, Shoulder Man had managed to get it, and now all that was left was to attempt to fight the boss. We now go over to a secret meeting being held with Pinto Posse and the remaining few Tumbleweeds members who had fled the battle after hearing of Berserk's death.
Berserk, you kept me alive. An honor. Can we get another gun salute?
Pinto was enraged by the fact that the coalition had killed Berserk.
On my mark, everyone. Raise your weapons high. 3, 2, 1, fire. May our comrades rest in peace, and may we win this event for them, not for us.
The 2 tribes had merged, and now they were going out to attack the coalition directly. This was an absolute bloodbath. The Sandstriders were getting overwhelmed every single second by the sheer number of Pinto players attacking their base. Most of the Sandstrider players were killed, and the rest were forced to flee. Even Swanky on the Phoenix had no hope of helping the rest of his members.
I destroy their temple in the name of Berserk.
After the retreat, Pinto was now left with an open base filled with resources and lots of loot. Welcome to day 4, where we start at the Coalition's headquarters in the Colosseum. Swanky, the Phoenix, and the remaining Sandstrider survivors had grouped up with the Phoenix Order. They would now attempt to plan a detailed retaliation, but this wouldn't come easy because the Pinto Posse has a strong alliance with the Dune Drifters, and together that force outnumbers the Coalition 2-1. We now switch over to the Dune Drifters, because I had asked King Habilis himself to give me a little tour of the base.
Can I have a tour of the base?
This thing, base, ugly, not built by Habilis. This Habilis box of safety, this where Habilis rest.
Hey.
This is where breed flying lizard.
Habilis had also informed me that his horse from long ago had been killed, but now he had a new horse, and this was a big Uti. Anyway, I'd also found out that the Dune Drifters had made an alliance with Trader Joe's, and Trader Joe's had been working on gathering wyverns for nearly the entire event. After merging tribes, the Dune Drifters and Trader Joe's were then invited to Pinto Posse's base, and I had heard some rumours that there was a wedding being performed between the two tribes.
Welcome.
Next one up.
But first, security.
Should I come up there?
Come on in. Come on in.
Once everyone was approved for not carrying bombs or C4, they then began the wedding, which I found out was a wedding between Habilis and a lady named Skadis in Pinto.
Come on in, take a seat.
The wedding between the two lovebirds had begun.
She's so beautiful.
We are gathered here today to witness a beautiful occasion between man and woman. May you please come forward. If you would please, both of you speak your vows to each other.
Habilis promise cherish all time together with you, always honor and protect. Habilis never give you up. Habilis never let you down. Habilis never run and desert you. Habilis never make cry. Habilis never goodbye. Habilis never tell lie and hurt you.
Those words were so beautiful. It's almost like I've heard them before. Habilis. I give you my all, and I lay down my sword and my guns.
Is there anyone in the stands who opposes this wedding?
Bad as the freak not. Then,
by the power vested in me, Habilis, Raven, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now punch the bride.
After Habilis had punched the bride, the marriage was complete, and now they had some final celebrations before the Dune Drifters headed back to their base. We begin day 5, and Pinto Posse was getting ready to fight the Manticore. With Shoulderman by their side, they gathered their best wyverns and headed over to the Green Obelisk. Shoulderman then inserted all of the 3 artifacts, and the teleportation process had begun. Bosses only ever allow 10 players to be in the arena at one time, so this was Pinto's absolute best PvPers.
Lightning dragons, keep using the lightning ability if you can.
The fight had commenced, and it was now 10 of Pinto's best players against the Manticore. I then found out Shoulderman's wyvern had died, and he was now left on foot with just a rifle.
My dragon is about to get knocked again, so I'm focusing on the
Oh my god.
Many of Pinto's dragons began getting knocked unconscious by friendly fire, as well as taking serious damage from the Manticore.
Going in.
Mine is awake as well.
Start beaming it.
One experienced PvP player named Slender had lost his wyvern in the battle, and now he had changed strategy. He was using homing rockets to lock on to the Manticore.
Drop the soak.
It does like 300 damage. The rockets do like 300.
These rockets were expensive, but they began shredding through the Manticore's health. After a very long battle, they had managed to kill it.
Yeah! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Everyone please congratulate Shoulderman, because this guy has managed to complete 2 bosses in my events. Over at the Phoenix Order headquarters, I had found out they were making steady progress on turning the Dune Drifters against Pinto Posse. There was a player within the Dune Drifters tribe who really didn't like Pinto. He was working with the Phoenix Order to try and turn Habilis against his own allies. He had started a rumour that Habilis' wife, Skadis, was cheating on him with 2 other men. This rumour spread absolutely everywhere, and it wasn't long before Habilis had to do something.
Habilis wished to ally with you against the Pintos.
He had just allianced with the Phoenix Order.
Habilis ask of wife, them say, wife have other engagement.
By sheer coincidence, Skadis wasn't online at the time Habilis wanted to talk to her about what happened. And for Habilis, this was the final straw. He was just too suspicious of the whole situation, and he didn't trust Pinto anymore.
Habilis man of peace for many long year, many eon. Habilis enough of this. Habilis tired of this repeated disrespect to Habilis.
Yes.
tribe of wife insult Habilis time and time again. This act of war to Habilis. Habilis
Yes,
tribe
Habilis.
shall retaliate.
Yes!
Pinto Posse's once strongest allies were now on the way to attack Pinto.
Oh, bro, there's so many dragons. The entire fucking squad of Habilis is here.
Oh my good lord.
Pinto was caught off guard being attacked by their own allies. And even worse for Pinto, the coalition had organised ground support. They had brought in elephants to take down the walls.
Destroying all my
Okay, you're good, you're good.
The elephants broke through the main defensive wall, and this caused enough of a diversion for people to go behind Pinto's base and start rocketing. Rockets were being fired into the command center, and many players inside would soon perish.
Okay,
Oh
got it.
shit!
Sid's dead! I got Sid!
Whoever's on the poison.
I'm dead.
Pinto Posse had been routed and wiped off the face of the map. There was only one player remaining, and his name was Beefcake. Beefcake had snuck out the base in the middle of a sandstorm, and now he was swimming for his life. Beefcake was shot by Swanky upon the Phoenix. So I command the winner of this event to be the Phoenix Order Coalition. I would also like to thank every single player that did take part in this event, as these videos would not be possible without you. If you guys do want to join or take part in these events, please join the Discord link below in the description. And of course, stay tuned for Eden, because you do not want to miss it.